There's a conversation most people avoid until it's too late. A decision that could tear families apart or bring them peace. And it all comes down to one simple document that 70% of Americans don't have. I'm talking about your advance directive. And if you think this is something you'll deal with when you're older, think again. Because tragedy doesn't wait for the perfect time. Let me tell you what happens when you don't have one. Your family gathers in a hospital room. You can't speak for yourself. And suddenly, your loved ones are forced to make gut-wrenching decisions about your life. Should they continue treatment? What would you have wanted? They're guessing. They're arguing. They're carrying guilt they'll never shake. But here's the thing. You can prevent all of that right now. And I'm going to show you exactly how. An advance directive is your voice when you can't speak. It's a legal document that tells doctors and family members exactly what medical treatments you want or don't want if you become unable to communicate. Simple as that. Now, you might be wondering why this matters so much. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're in a car accident tomorrow. You're unconscious. The doctors need to make critical decisions fast. Without an advance directive, they follow standard protocols. They do everything possible to keep you alive, even if that's not what you would have wanted. Your family stands by helplessly. They think they know what you'd want, but they're not sure. Your sister says one thing. Your spouse says another. The conflict begins. And it only gets worse from there. This isn't a rare scenario. It happens every single day in hospitals across the country. And it's completely preventable. So let's talk about what goes into an advance directive. There are two main parts you need to understand. First, Therese the living will. This document spells out exactly what medical treatments you want in specific situations. Do you want to be resuscitated if your heart stops? Do you want a feeding tube if you can't eat on your own? Do you want to be on a ventilator if you can't breathe? These aren't easy questions. But answering them now, while you're healthy and clear-headed, is a gift to your future self and your family. You're making these decisions based on your values, your beliefs, your understanding of what quality of life means to you. The second part is your healthcare power of attorney. This is where you name someone to make medical decisions for you if you can't make them yourself. This person becomes your voice. They talk to doctors. They understand your wishes. They make the calls when you can't. Choosing this person is critical. Don't just pick your oldest child or your spouse automatically. Think about who really understands your values. Who can handle pressure? Who will advocate for your wishes even when it's hard? That's your person. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Creating an advance directive isn't complicated, but there are steps you need to follow to make it legal and effective. Let me walk you through the entire process. Step 1 is education. You need to understand your options. What medical interventions exist? What do terms like DNR, intubation, and artificial nutrition actually mean? You can't make informed choices without this knowledge. Talk to your doctor. Read reliable sources. Ask questions. This foundation is essential. Step 2 is reflection. This is where you get real with yourself. What matters most to you? Is it longevity at any cost? Is it quality of life over quantity? Are there religious or spiritual beliefs that guide your decisions? Would you want to live if you couldn't recognize your family? If you couldn't feed yourself? These questions are tough, but they're necessary. Here's something most people don't consider. Your values today might differ from your values in 20 years. That's okay. Advance directives aren't set in stone. You can update them anytime. In fact, You should review them every few years or after major life changes. Step 3 is the actual documentation. You need to get the right forms for your state. Every state has different requirements, and this is crucial. A form that's valid in California might not hold up in Texas. You can find state-specific forms through your state's health department, hospitals, or organizations like the National Hospice and Palliative Care Organization. Some people use online services. Others work with attorneys. Both approaches work, but if your situation is complex, if you have significant assets, or if you anticipate family conflict, an attorney might be worth the investment. They can ensure everything is airtight and legally sound. Step 4 is filling out the forms. Be specific. Don't just check boxes. Explain your reasoning. Describe scenarios. The more detail you provide, the clearer your wishes become. If you don't want certain treatments, say so explicitly. If you do want everything possible done, make that clear too. Here's a critical point. Use clear language. Avoid vague terms like reasonable measures or extraordinary care. What's reasonable to one person is extraordinary to another. Instead, name specific treatments. Be direct. Be unambiguous. Step 5 is choosing your healthcare agent. Have the conversation with them before you put their name on paper. This isn't a surprise you spring on someone. Sit down with them. Explain your wishes in detail. Make sure they're willing and able to take on this responsibility. Make sure they understand what you want and why. Give them a copy of your advance directive. Walk them through it. Answer their questions. This conversation might feel awkward, but it's one of the most important you'll ever have. Your agent needs to be prepared for what might come. Step 6 is making it official. Most states require witnesses or notarization. Follow your state's requirements exactly. If you need 2 witnesses, get 2 witnesses. If you need a notary, find a notary. Cutting corners here could invalidate your entire document. Witnesses typically can't be family members or anyone who stands to inherit from you. They need to be neutral parties. Your doctor usually can't be a witness either. Check your state's specific rules. Step 7 is distribution. This is where many people drop the ball. You can have the most detailed, legally perfect advance directive in the world, but if nobody knows where it is, it's useless. Give copies to your healthcare agent, your backup agent, your primary care doctor, and any specialists you see regularly. Keep a copy in an easily accessible place at home. Not in a safe deposit box. Not in a filing cabinet that's locked. Somewhere your family can find it quickly in an emergency. Some people keep it on the refrigerator. Others keep it in a bedside drawer. The location matters less than the accessibility. Consider carrying a card in your wallet that states you have an advance directive and where to find it. In an emergency, this simple card could make all the difference. Step 8 is communication. Tell your family about your advance directive. You don't need to share every detail if you are not comfortable, but they should know it exists. They should know who your healthcare agent is. They should know where to find the document. This prevents confusion and conflict later. When everyone knows the plan, when everyone knows who's in charge of medical decisions, the stress and arguing decrease dramatically. You're giving your family a roadmap through the worst moments of their lives. Now, let's talk about what to include in your living will. Think about scenarios like permanent unconsciousness, terminal illness, or advanced dementia. For each scenario, consider whether you want CPR, mechanical ventilation, tube feeding, dialysis, antibiotics, or comfort care only. Comfort care, also called palliative care, focuses on pain relief and dignity rather than prolonging life. Many people choose comfort care for end-of-life situations. It's about quality, not quantity. It's about peace, not machines. You can also include instructions about organ donation, autopsy, and what happens to your body after death. These aren't strictly medical decisions, but including them in your advance directive ensures your wishes are known and followed. Here's something crucial. An advance directive only applies when you can't make decisions for yourself. As long as you're conscious and able to communicate, you're in charge. The document doesn't take away your autonomy. It protects it. Some people worry that having an advance directive means doctors won't try to save them. That's a myth. Doctors are legally and ethically obligated to provide appropriate care. Your advance directive simply guides what appropriate means for you. Let me address another common concern. What if you change your mind? What if you're in a situation you described in your advance directive, but you want different treatment? You can always override your own advance directive. Always. Your current wishes trump any document. But what if you can't communicate your changed wishes? This is why choosing a healthcare agent who knows you deeply is so important. They can interpret your values and make decisions that align with who you are, even if circumstances have changed. Now, here's the part nobody talks about. Advance directives aren't just about death. They're about life. They're about living according to your values until the very end. They're about maintaining control and dignity when everything else is uncertain. They're also about love. Creating an advance directive is an act of love for your family. You're sparing them from impossible choices. You're preventing conflicts that could damage relationships forever. You're giving them permission to let go if that's what you want, or to fight if that's your wish. Think about the alternative. Without an advance directive, your family might keep you on life support for months or years, not because they think it's what you'd want, but because they can't bear to make the decision to stop. They're paralyzed by guilt and uncertainty. That's not fair to them or to you. Or maybe the opposite happens. Maybe they decide to withdraw treatment, but they're never sure if they did the right thing. They carry that doubt forever. An advance directive removes that burden. It gives them clarity and peace. Let's talk about timing. When should you create an advance directive? Right now. Today. This isn't something to put off. You don't need to be sick or old. Accidents happen. Sudden illnesses strike. Young, healthy people end up in situations where they can't speak for themselves. In fact, creating an advance directive when you're healthy is ideal. Your mind is clear. You're not under pressure. You can think through your values carefully and make decisions that truly reflect who you are. Some life events should trigger an advance directive review. Getting married or divorced. Having children. Losing a spouse. A serious diagnosis. A close call with death. These moments change our perspectives and priorities. Your advance directive should evolve with you. Here's a practical tip. Set a reminder to review your advance directive every 2 to 3 years. Treat it like updating your resume or changing your smoke detector batteries. It's routine maintenance for something critically important. Now, what about cost? The good news is that creating an advance directive doesn't have to be expensive. Many states offer free forms online. Hospitals often provide them for free. If you work with an attorney, costs vary, but it's usually a few $100s at most. Compared to the peace of mind it provides, that's a bargain. Some employers offer legal services as a benefit. Check if yours does. Some insurance plans cover advanced care planning discussions with your doctor. Medicare even covers these conversations. Take advantage of these resources. Let me share something important about talking to your doctor. Schedule a specific appointment to discuss your advance directive. Don't try to squeeze it into a regular checkup. This conversation deserves dedicated time. Your doctor can explain medical procedures, answer questions, and help you understand the implications of different choices. Bring your completed advance directive to this appointment. Ask your doctor to review it and add it to your medical record. Make sure they understand your wishes and agree to honor them. If your doctor has moral or religious objections to any of your choices, you need to know that now, not in an emergency. Here's the reality. Creating an advance directive forces you to confront your own mortality. That's uncomfortable. It's scary. It's something our culture teaches us to avoid. But facing it head on is empowering. It's taking control. It's making sure your life ends on your terms. You've spent your whole life making choices that reflect your values. Why should the end be any different? An advance directive ensures that your final chapter is written by you, not by default protocols or family disagreements. So here's what I want you to do after watching this video. First, download the advance directive forms for your state. Second, schedule time to fill them out thoughtfully. Third, have the conversation with your chosen healthcare agent. Fourth, make it official with witnesses or notarization. Fifth, distribute copies to everyone who needs them. Don't put this off. Don't tell yourself you'll do it later. Later might be too late. Your family deserves the clarity. You deserve the peace of mind. This one document could be the most important thing you ever create. Remember, an advance directive isn't about giving up. It's about taking control. It's about ensuring that no matter what happens, your voice is heard, your values are respected, and your family is spared from unbearable decisions. That's not morbid. That's responsible. That's loving. That's smart. Take the first step today. Your future self and your family will thank you.